What is up, y'all? It's JP Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming at you with some more GOAT format gameplay. Today we're taking this warrior deck list onto the Dueling Book ladder, playing a couple matches, and trying to rank up or increase our rating. And this has kind of become my main deck, so to speak, in GOAT format, at least so far. So I think that this is the deck I have the most experience with. But with that said, let's just jump into the list and jump into some games straight away. So we got BLS, Double Blade Knight. This is one I kind of go back and forth with 3 and 2. Playing 2 today, going to see how it feels. Breaker, Warrior Lady, Zalug, Exiled Force, Triple Kaiku. That is a lot of Kaiku. Another one I go back and forth between 2 and 3. But going to try 3, and if we're playing against Chaos Turbo, should feel pretty good, or any Chaos deck. Magician of Faith, kind of interesting. I've seen it in the main and a lot of side decks for Warriors, along with Gravekeeper's Spy. So the trend seems to be adding some flips. I like this in the side specifically because a lot of people will side out their flip counters like knock against Warrior because it's not very useful. So catching them off guard with this could be pretty nice, but kind of the same logic applies in the main, although they may still have their flip counters there. And if they see it, maybe they side it out, maybe they don't. So maybe this makes more sense in the side, but we're going to try it in the main today. Mystic Swordsman, Sasuke, Reaper, another card that I just really like. Excuse me, I talked about this in the GOAT format deck list, but I just really like this card. You can stall on it, it can rip cards out of the opponent's hand and plus, so I like that versatility. And Tribe, of course. We've got Trinity with Duo, Graceful Charity, and Pot of Greed. Our backer removal, Heavy Storm MST, Double Knock, Prima, Double Rhoda, Snatch Steal, nothing out of the ordinary there. Call of the Haunted as well. Triple Dust Tornado. This is a lot of Dust Tornado. I really have been liking this on the Dueling Book ladder specifically for what people are playing. But we'll see. I can see a couple of these, or at least one, getting sided out for most games. But starting out with 3 there, Mirror Force Ring, Double Saku, Triple Judgment, wouldn't play a Warrior list without Triple Judgment, Torrential Tribute, and Double Trap Dust Shoot. As opposed to 3, I've tried 3. It's really good to open it, of course, but can be pretty bad mid to late game. So just trying 2 today. In the side, we've got Kinetic Soldier or Cypher Soldier, Deswombat for burn, Goblin Attack Force, and Zambira to aggress over some Gravekeeper Spies, or to get aggressive in the Warrior matchup, Mirror matchup. Wanghu for control or Scapegoat decks that want to summon a bunch of tokens. Mobius, Brain Control, Book, Mind Control, Mystic Walk, Scapegoat, Double Bottomless, and in the extra, a bunch of monsters that we will never, ever summon. And with that said, let's hop into the first match. All right, y'all, we are in our first match versus John Tommy Gun 1945. We'll drop a good luck, have fun to our opponent, see what they're playing. Ranking up here, kind of like mid-ladder-ish still, around the 600-700 mark, kind of been floating there for a little bit. Maybe we can get up to 750 today. 2-0, good start. I did play a couple warm-up games, and I've been getting Trinity'd all day. So he's going to take that Dust Tornado. I think, gosh, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to summon. Maybe we get rid of the BLS, honestly. That seems like the least useful right now. But it also could be good late game, so let's just get rid of the Tribe. Save our flip counter. Hopefully he sets. This is me making a bet that he's going to set something. Set a monster. Okay. All right, well, Tribe was the wrong choice. Was very much the wrong choice. We could crash with the Breaker. I don't think I want to do that, but this is okay, because we can get a plus here. Pop the back row into Mirror Force and then just set a card. We can ring this. So I've played against a deck like this once before. It's like normal summon Fiend Beatdown or something. I think they play Necrofears, and they just play a bunch of strong Fiend monsters. Breaker is a dark. We only have Tribe and Grave. We don't have Light. This is good. Our Breaker will live for another turn. But he'll probably summon something that is bigger than it anyway, I would think, just being careful into that. Okay, he's not. Knock is not going to be very useful in this matchup. Neither is Swordsman level 2. Yeah. Okay, so this is annoying. I think we're going to set the Knock. We have 2 flip counters and an unsummonable monster. So we're really on 1 card. Happy to get the MST out on that, though. God, I definitely should have just sent the BLS. Archfiend, okay. Take 400. Take 1900. And this does what again? You must pay 800. When resolving, yeah, negate. Okay, yeah. So it's Archfiends. Blade Knight would be good, but we can't get our hand down to 1 card, so we just have to do this. And we might just be dead if he's got another 1900 or another big Archfiends. He's wondering what that could be. That is death. Okay, yep. We'll let him think we're on some set stuff. So here, definitely bottomless coming in, I think. He had some back row. So I like Dust Tornado, there's an argument. Definitely taking out the Nox. Definitely taking out the Mystic Swordsman. Brain Control might not be too bad. We could take like these to attack over. The guys, which I think feels pretty good. Dust Shoot is good. This is probably a pretty monster heavy deck. Do we want other outs to... let's see, what are we taking out? The Nox and that. Spirit Reaper could come out, but then again, like, he may not have a great answer to that, at least monster-wise. MOF could come out. I think we'll keep the Reaper. No, that doesn't feel great. Which one do we want? Let's keep MOF. Higher ceiling. And I don't know that we would have even won if we kept the tribe. We would have been pretty far down in cards. Blade Knight at 2k is pretty nice, though. So I like this. Blade Knight at 2k, Dust Shoot for the back row, Judgment for a heavy storm, Bottomless to hit one of their big guys. This feels solid. Plus Zumbira. Yeah, I think we let that happen. We'll go ahead and bottomless that. We can't get in for damage with Zumbira, but it just being on the field is something they're going to have to clear. Would love for him to set some cards right now. So we're going to be on 2 versus 2, and we're going to be drawing first. Call the Haunted. That's a pretty great draw, actually. We'll drop the Zumbira, I think, and we'll set this. Because Zumbira can attack over whatever he summons. We can call the Haunted back Blade Knight, which will be at 2k, and we can just get very, very aggressive. Okay. Maybe we save the Blade Knight, and I think we just summon this. Get in for 23. This is going to go to defense. Yeah, that's cool. That gives us something to attack over with Zumbira, which is nice. Set something else. I don't think that's real, though. I don't think either of those are real, really. He would have set those himself, or maybe he was just playing around like a storm, which is not great for us to draw here. Huh. What do we do? What do we do? We hold the storm for sure, I think, till we can get some value. We'll attack over for 200. I'm okay with that, I think. And we'll go ahead and cult. Targeting Blade Knight. Seems like he's cool with that. Cool. The reason I want Blade is I want to be able to attack directly, and I also want don't want it to go to defense with a Goblin Attack Force. So we'll just do this. He's got to draw monsters, specifically. He doesn't. We can Rhoda for something. I don't want to play... I mean, he's got... Like I said, I don't think these are real. We could go 2k. That puts him at 36. I mean, it's kind of a game shot either way. So yeah, let's go for it. Do we grab another Blade Knight, or do we get cheeky and grab the Zalug? It's tough. It's tough. Let's get cheeky. Let's get that plus. I don't like that card in the hand. Let's get rid of that. He could have a called. That could be what that is there. We also want to keep our hand size to 1 if we can. He's checking out our grave real hard. Okay. Okay, 2014 feels good. I mean, he could have summoned that into it. Let's Judgment that. If he wants to use a called on it, that's cool. All right, sick. We made it back around. I think just having more monsters is really good here. So, but then again, like the bottomless is really nice. It hits pretty much everything that he has. Maybe we take out a dust, but I also really like the dust. He's playing a lot of back row, or a decent amount it seems. Wang Hu is not very useful. Brain control, Mobius wouldn't be too bad, but like there's just not that much that I want to cut out of here. And he's probably off. I mean, we can side out the dust shoots for sure. I like Reaper just to keep us safe. Is brain control the move? Honestly, scapegoat. Just to protect ourselves. I would like to have like a lightning vortex or something in here as well, but this feels okay. And I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe there's a better argument to keep Dust Shoot in because it's such a monster-heavy deck that unless he has the right hand, he may not be able to just, set everything and turn off the Dust Shoot for the whole game. So, could be really good, but this is what we're running with. Opponent definitely taking their time to side, maybe thinking if we're keeping in our flip stuff or not. But did he see the MOF? I don't think so. So yeah, I would think he definitely sided out any knocks and stuff that he has. So we can probably safely set MOF or Spirit Reaper and not be punished. Really monster heavy opening for us. Could be good depending on how he opens. Hopefully not full Trinity. Zambira, okay. Zambira is a good card. Here, I mean, we can't out it. So like I think we just double set. And hopefully he sided out his flip stuff. Assailant. Yeah. I will take the 2-for-1 here. If that's a judgment, I feel great. It's not. Okay. And we can flip this and maybe take a card out of his hand, which feels really nice. Huh. How aggressive do we want to get? He could have Torrential, he could have Mirror Force. I think I'm okay with all of those things, though. Maybe we Kaiku? Sasuke could be good. I think we're going to Kaiku. Okay, nothing. Okay. So we did get out the Torrential, which I feel okay about. We have this, but then we have to summon. So we're down a card, now we're even at 4-4. Ooh, the Judgment is really nice here. That's probably a Saku, though. But we'll do it anyway. Hit into it, get it out of the way. Yep, Saku. It's literally just about getting the field presence. Hopefully we don't draw a monster on the follow-up. Sangen's fine. We can run over that with anything. But I want this Blade Knight to be at 2k. Dust. That's a fantastic draw. We'll set. We'll Blade Knight. I want to keep the attack force for like a giant orc or something. He's thinking... We'll attack. He can grab whatever he wants off of this. We have a judgment for it, theoretically. So we're going to be on 4-4. So even on cards, he's going to draw for turn, though, so he's technically up 1 on us because of this Sangen here. Definitely still anybody's game, but if we can just keep this Blade Knight on board, which our judgment gives us a good chance to do so. Exiled Force. Okay, that's interesting. I think I just let that go. If he wants to exiled. Because, I mean, judgment on that doesn't feel great. Because it's not really aggressive, it's just a 1-for-1. But I don't really like sitting just behind the Goblin Attack Force. Opponent's thinking. Viewing my grave, probably seeing if I have chaos. I do. He does not have chaos. Adjust my mic there. Giant orc. On that, if it attacks, it's changed to defense. Oh, gosh, I could judgment that, but I think I'm okay with this. I mean, I'm not okay with it, but like we can just kill it next turn. Okay. Magician of Faith sucks because we have no spells. So I don't like this at all, really, but let's Dust Tornado the back row. Honestly, do we just summon the MOF? We just summon the MOF. We're not getting value off of it. We're killing the orc, and he has to attack over this, which then we can attack over this. Maybe he burns his Exiled Force. He doesn't. Okay. But then whatever he does, dons a Luke. Okay. That we will judgment. Whoops. Math, everybody, math. 3750? No. 36. Hold on. 38. Am I crazy? 3400. I'm stupid. I am stupid. And now we're lagging. There we go. But now we can get aggressive, theoretically. He's just going to pass. We draw our own Zalug, which feels very nice. I think we're going to turn this to defense, just to insulate us a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I always go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. So that's the middle. Snatch, steal. Fantastic hit. Rhoda. For Blade Knight, if he's playing it, I would assume. For Zambira, okay. We can attack over that. Saku is fantastic. We'll go ahead and clear that. Main 2. Set 1 pass. We know one of those is Exile Force. 3 on 3. What's card effect that targets this card? Negate that effect if you roll a 2 or a 5. Does this target? I guess we'll do this. Okay. Okay, I guess he didn't want to use that. Ooh, okay. A set monster. Until the end of my next turn. He could have Torrential, he does not. He cannot have Torrential, actually. So here we definitely get Blade Knight, right? Maybe Warrior Lady, honestly? Oh, that's a tough choice, because Warrior Lady will trade with something, but I think we just get Blade Knight. If that's a Saku, cool. It's called, okay. Zambira, okay. But if he kills this, we can attack over it with this unless he Exiled Forces it. DD Warrior Lady, okay. So he's top decked really well here. Now we need something. Scapegoat is good. And he's still got the Exiled Force. I think we... Do we take that 15? No. That Call of the Haunted specifically is very, very good. I don't know here. I mean, if we're not dead, then, like, I don't really see a reason to activate this yet. We could get rid of the Zambira if we need to. Breaker, that's fine. Maybe he doesn't use the effect? Okay. Yes. And that's Exiled Force in hand. So, we do have a chance here. We draw Judgment. Of course. Drop a GG. Oh man, that was bad. Draw. 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 We saw a ton of monsters. Maybe we shouldn't have attacked with this. I don't know. We could have like set that and gotten the Rhoda back. But either way, I'll catch y'all in the next match. All right, y'all, in the next match here versus Arimop. Arimop. That name sounds familiar for some reason. So we've kind of been on a losing streak. I think we've lost our last 5 games in a row combined. Only the last one on camera though. But let's see what we have here. I don't know that I want a Rhoda just yet. I don't mind setting this. Setting this and setting this. We could probably get a more valuable Rhoda. I'd love to set more to play around duo. But we don't have a Judgment to protect our stuff. I hate playing against creature swap decks. They're very annoying. So what do we do here? What do we grab? Dark Ruler Hades, I guess? Tribe is a good card. Zaborg maybe, because that actually outs it. But so does Tribe. I mean, he can just summon whatever and creature swap it. Let's just take the Tribe. Dark Ruler, Eudoria, swap, Zaborg, Germ. Okay. This Dust Tornado is not going to get much value here. I would love for him to creature swap into this. That feels totally fine. We get Giant Germ. Okay, and we do have a clean out to that. We can put this to attack and get aggressive and do some damage. I do think we go ahead and do this. We go ahead and grab our level 2. And then we can chair. Judgment is fantastic here. Rhoda, or not Rhoda, Called is very good. He doesn't have any back row, though. He's got Dark Ruler, Zaborg, and Eudoria in hands. So we can probably ditch the MST, maybe. We have the Dust Tornado already. I want to keep the Tribe. I think we just ditch the Called. All these other cards are good. Well, maybe we can ditch the Breaker. Nah, let's ditch the Called. All these other cards are pretty good. We'll flip that. Just do some damage. Cool. We'll go main 2. We'll set 1. We'll pass. We could get really aggressive and just Judgment the Eudoria summon. Heavy Storm. Do we save that? I don't think so. I think we let that go. You can get some more germs, which is fine. Yep. We can clear all of these with a Tribe. Take 100, take 1,000. Sure. Hopefully we draw something good to discard. DD Warrior Lady. Yeah, I do think we discard the Warrior Lady, keep the Breaker, because the Breaker can give us a nice plus. Now he's got Dark Ruler Zaborg in hand. So he's kind of on top deck mode to get something good, get something going here. 32. It's a 2-turn clock with Breaker, so I think we just do it. If it's, you know, whatever it is, Call of the Haunted, fantastic. All right, and he's got to draw something, or maybe we can start to end this losing streak. He draws something. It's not good. We could still game him with Kaiku, but I think I'd rather set the Magician of Faith because I don't know what that is. I'm sure these guys... I don't know what this deck plays, man. I don't remember. But let's do this. Just play it safe. Magician of Faith, okay. So we should have gamed him, but we didn't. Heavy Storm does not matter, actually, though, at all. So he still has to draw something, or we win the next turn. Alright, good start, good start. So, Wang Hu feels good here, with him summoning the Germs. The new Dorias, they just kind of die to it, which is nice, but he can also just set them. So we probably keep our flip counters in. We could take the Dust Shoots off on the draw. He's not playing any burn that I know of. Bottomless doesn't feel fantastic. I mean, he's summoning his Monarchs, though, his big guys. We're going to need outs to those. I think I'd like some Smashing Grounds in the side here, maybe. But, yeah, I think this is okay. I don't know that there's anything that is really, like, terrible against that deck. Maybe a Dust we can take out, because it doesn't seem like he's playing a ton of back row. A Dust for, like, a Bottomless, maybe? Let's try that, and let's see what happens. Alright. Very, very back row heavy hand. Swordsman will get us over a Germ that he sets, which is nice. Or we can Rhoda for like a Blade Knight. Does set a card. Don't like that. We could also just get, what is it? Exiled Force, which would be pretty safe into the set, but it could be like a Sanguine or something. I do think we just do that, though, just to be safe. Because if that is like a relevant set that actually does something, then I'm going to be pretty far behind. Dark Mimic. Okay, so we stopped a draw, a Dekoichi, basically. That's probably worth it if that's a relevant back row. Mystic Tomato. Yes. We can cut him off again with that. I do kind of like the exiled play here, I think. We could Judgment that. It doesn't seem like he has very many good things, though. He probably has a hand... I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna Judgment that. He's protecting that for a reason, right? He wants that to resolve. He kind of needs that to resolve. And then we go Kaiku. And we banish it all. And I'm assuming, like, just off the MST of that, that he really, really wants something to tribute. Okay, we have Bottomless. I mean, I don't want to run into a Mare Force, but level 2 is very good here. So we'll just summon it. Try to get in like that. Ceasefire, okay. Okay, just so I can't kill it. Yep. That's cool. 100 defense, right? So it'll still die. Oh, I take some damage. Right. 1500. Forgot. And I'll take 500 from there. So I'll take 1,000 more, so we're pretty low here. We will go ahead and kill one. And banish the one. Then we'll go main 2, we'll set, and we'll pass. So we could die here. 100% we could die here. We're not dead on board yet. Although we are going to take at least 600 more, putting us at 200. Ceasefire is a really good card, though. I do want that card. I like that card as like a one of, because it also just counters flips, which is really nice. But we're not dead. At least as far as I can tell. Yep, 100. We'll swing over for the 8. We'll get rid of that. Back row. Nobleman. It's good for him. Oh, this is tough. I could Blade Knight to do some more damage, but I think I want a Kaiku just in case he has like a snatch or something, and then he can only snatch the Kaiku into the Kaiku. So I'll take 500. Wait, he lost 18? So that should be 800 plus 800 more, right? All right, we're back. We figured it out. It's just DB tripping. 316. I missed something. He's going to 800. He's got to have another monster, but he definitely can. If he does, he'll kill. Okay, that'll work. That will work. So I definitely think I like the bottomless. I kind of like this too. Summoning germs into my stuff is not great, so maybe Wang Hu's not amazing. Brain control Mobius feels okay. I definitely want the dust shoots though, actually. First and foremost. Then maybe I can add one of those. What's better? I mean, bottomless is like solid for the monarchs, but it's not good for anything else, right? So maybe we take that out, go with the dust tornado. Book doesn't really feel that strong. The Nox don't really feel that insanely strong either. It just kind of depends how things go. So like maybe we side out one of those. I just don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. Let's just do this. The main deck is solid. Warriors is a good deck. Top 3 deck in GOAT. So maybe that main deck is just good enough. Oh, this is fantastic. I've gotten rewarded. Of all the Trinities that I had to take, now I got 2 Trinities. 2 of the Trinities. Brain control, great. Give me something good. Dust shoot. Okay, not as great on the draw. We already have Blade Knight, so I do think I want to represent that. I don't think I want to roll it first. Ooh, we could set the MOF. We could set that MOF. You know what? You know what? Oh, God. Do I set the MOF? I'm going to set the MOF. I'm going to set it, and I feel good about this. We get back Pot of Greed, or we get back Duo, get rid of the hand, get aggressive. This is fantastic. Oh, this feels good. This is GOAT format, everybody. This is the peak. I think we're going to get back Duo, actually. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so don't blame the opponent there. He got Trinity. That's GOAT format for you. Let's go back to the deck and talk about it a little bit. All right, we are back with the deck. Let's run through and talk about what I liked. I could see 3 Blade Knight. This card is really, really good, especially for flips. Maybe 2 Kaiku. 3 Kaiku does kind of feel like a lot. I don't know, so a little bit undecided there. These are standard. MOF, I like. It's just weird. It puts me in this weird spot where I want it in the deck, right? But it just feels like a luxury. You know, it doesn't really support, and this is kind of what I ran into. I tested 1 or 2 games with Gravekeeper's Spy, and kind of same philosophy here, where they're flip monsters and they're just, you know, very good generic monsters that the opponent is not going to theoretically be prepared for because this is Warriors, so a lot of the time they won't have their flip counters games 2 and 3. But in the main, that's not as relevant because they'll have it in their turn 1, or game 1, sorry. But it's in this weird spot where, like, it's great to have, and same thing with Spy. It's fantastic to have, but what I would run into with Spy is sometimes I would want to get aggressive. I'd want to summon a monster and attack and end the game as quickly as possible because that's what I want to do with Warriors, but Spy is more passive. It's a set, right? You can use it as an attacker, but it's not as good. You don't get as much value from there. Same thing with Faith. It was really good there turn 1 because our opponent, you know, kind of the perfect scenario, probably didn't have their flip counters. They sided it out because it's Warriors. We had our power spells turn 1, and it just ended the game. It won the game for us, essentially. But it's just, I'm a little undecided about this. I definitely think it would at least be a copy in the side no matter what, because I like having it around, but don't know if that would stick in the main. Same thing with Reaper. Really like it. but maybe there's some better cards we could play in here, like maybe a third Dust Shoot or something. The spell lineup feels pretty solid. Trap lineup, we did see a lot of Dust Tornado, and I think it was pretty good most of the time, but you can brick on too much back row removal sometimes, especially if your opponent is not setting all the back row. So maybe going down to like 2 of that in the main would probably be better for maybe a third Dust Shoot or something. You're not always going to go first, but like 3 Dust Shoot in the main can be really, really strong sometimes. Outside of that, I don't really have a problem with any of this list, but like let's say we cut a Dust Tornado, let's say we cut a Reaper or something, maybe an MOF, like that's 3 slots in the main. You could put like a Dust Shoot and double Spy or something. Because as far as like a main deck flip monster, Spy maybe makes a better argument than Magician of Faith. Because a lot of people are siding Spies to play into the Warrior Mirror match anyway, because it's so hard to out for Warriors unless you have Zumbira or Sasuke, or like you can get it before it flips. But yeah, I don't think I have too much else to say about the deck other than that. Has been my main deck so far, and probably going to continue that way because it's just pretty solid. So yeah, with that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. Drop a like if you liked the video. Let me know how I played in the comments. I know in the last one, I just straight up missed a game shot for absolutely no reason. I probably did that today too, but let me know. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I'm JP Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'll catch ya in the next one. Bye.